Ceremony in ancient Rome is taking place when a person, having been touched by a vindicta in the presence of a praetor, is then allowed to wear a pileus for the first time.
A2.
The freeing of slave.
Correct. For the first time after earning their freedom. Bonus 1. How were the three parts of a freedman's new name typically determined when their former dominus was a male Roman citizen?
Alright, so they have their own praenomen, then they take the nomen of their master, and they take the praenomen of their master as their cognomen.
You're on the right track. They typically take the praenomen and nomen from their master, and their former enslaved name is a new cognomen added on. So, very close. Bonus 2. How was a freedman's name determined when freed from a female domina who would have lacked a three-part name? Answer, please.
Let's see, yes. It takes the male version of the mistress's praenomen, takes the nomen of the mistress, and then takes his praenomen as a cognomen.
You're on the right track. I think I knew that the praenomen and nomen came from the woman's father, which would be fairly similar to that. But remember, women in ancient Rome usually only had a single name. All right, so that's 10 points on question number 1. And also just a reminder to all teams that, remember on voting, no one can steal your points, so if you want to talk out loud, feel free. But if you want to whisper, that's also okay. Toss-up 2 for all teams. Which Titaness spent 9 nights with Zeus per song?
A2.
Nemesis.
I'll take that. Often the E is pronounced Nemosini. Spent 9 nights with Zeus, personified memory, and was the mother of the Muses. Bonus 1. Which of Mnemosyne's brothers was a Titan of the sun? Answer, please.
Hyperion.
Hyperion's correct. Bonus 2. By which other Titaness did Zeus father the hours and the fates? This is correct. 20 points on question 2. All right, toss-up 3 for all teams. While she was fetching water from the spring of...
B4.
Answer, please.
Tarpeia.
Correct. From the spring of Camena, what figure of early Roman history was said to have betrayed the city gates to the Sabines and was crushed with their shields? Bonus 1. What Sabine commander later became the co-ruler of Rome with Romulus?
So Titus, like the emperor, and then
I deferred it before.
Titus Tatius.
Tatius is correct. Me2. What woman, who later became the wife of Romulus, was said to have halted the fighting between the Romans and the Sabines?
Defer to me, but it's Hersilia.
Okay, I deferred it before.
Hersilia.
Hersilia is correct. 20 points for Team B on question 3. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Using the verb moneo, say in Latin, she was born.
A2.
Monebatur.
Monebatur is correct. B1. Now make monebatur future perfect tense, meaning she will have been born.
Monita erit.
Monita erit is correct. And bonus 2, now change monita erit to the present active subjunctive so that it means let her warn.
Moneot.
Moneot's correct. Let her warn, let her warn. All right. Has 20 points on question 4. Toss-up number 5 for all teams. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice, as wealthy King Croesus and wise Solon continue to discuss the happiest person in the world. Then, responde latine to the questions that follow. Postquam Solon agricolam felicissimum hominum appellavit, verba regem Croesum non delectavant. Rex vexatus iterum rogavit, quis autem est secundus felicitate? Solon respondit, Biton et Cleobis, quorum mater erat sacerdos, postquam boves amici erant, juvenes matrem ad templum tulerunt, et in somno mortui sunt. Second reading. Postquam Solon agricolam felicissimum hominum appellavit, verba regem Croesum non delectavant. Rex vexatus iterum rogavit, quis autem est secundus felicitate? Solon respondit, Biton et Cleobis, quorum mater erat sacerdos, postquam boves amici erant, juvenes matrem ad templum tulerunt, et in somno mortui sunt. The question, quis vexator
A2.
Croesus.
Croesus is correct. Quis vexater verbis Solonis. Bonus 1. Ad quem locum volebat mater ire.
May you repeat?
Ad quem locum volebat mater ire.
Temple.
Templum's correct. B2. Cur juvenes non boves sacerdotem portabant.
Quod amiserunt boves.
Yeah, I'll take that. Cool. If that works, they lost the cows, or boves amici sunt. 20 points on question 5. Let's get a score check after some quick tabulation.
All right. After 5, we have Team A with 70 points, Tennessee. Team B, Texas Gold with 20 points, and Team C, Hawaii, yet to score.
Great work so far, everyone. Tons of points on the board. I'm looking forward to an exciting 3/4 of the round yet to come. Toss-up 6 for all teams. According to Book 4 of Ovid's Metamorphoses, which Greek hero was shooed away by Atlas, who feared a son?
A2.
Perseus.
Correct. Feared a son of Jupiter would steal his golden apples and repay this inhospitality by using the head of Medusa to turn Atlas to stone. Perseus. Bonus 1. Which princess did Perseus save from a sea monster shortly after his encounter with Atlas?
Andromeda.
Andromeda's correct. B2. Which kingdom was ruled by Andromeda's parents, Cepheus and Cassiopeia?
Ethiopia.
That's correct. 20 points on question 6 for Team A. Toss-up 7 for all teams. What English derivative of the Latin verb traho trahere is an operation in mathematics used for taking one number away?
B2.
Subtract.
Correct. Away from another number. Bonus 1. What Latin verb is the ultimate root of addition?
Verb for example. Verb, yes. Don't, wait, but we're trying to get to don't, right?
Just don't take it. Yeah, just don't take it.
That's correct. And bonus 2. What English word for an operation in mathematics is derived from a Latin verb meaning to fold?
I feel like it's division. Because think about division. Not division. Because think about fold. What do you do with division?
Answer, please.
Division.
This is actually multiplication. So, and if something happens many folds. All right, so that is 15 points on question 7. Toss up number 8 for all teams. Following the death of Alexander Severus in 235 AD, what man from
B4.
Maximinus Thrax.
That's correct. What man from the Balkans, who once wrestled 7 Roman soldiers in a row, took the throne and kicked off the period of the barracks emperors for the next 50 years? Bonus 1. If Maximinus Thrax was Rome's largest emperor, his rival was perhaps its very oldest, named a senator from Africa who briefly ruled jointly with his son of the same name in 238
So 238. Oh, it's oldest. Oh, it's either Gordian. I think it's Gordian 1. Because he's older. Because Gordian 2 is his son. Therefore, Gordian 1.
Okay.
He's 7.
AD. Answer, please.
Gordian 1.
That's correct. Bonus 2. What 13-year-old emperor survived the year 238 AD to rule for 6 years, supported by his praetorian prefect, Timesides?
So this is. I really think it's Aurelian.
Okay.
I'm like 80. I mean, yeah, go with Aurelian.
Aurelian.
This is Gordian the Third.
Oh,
All right.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's actually relevant for a little. All right, toss-up 9 for all teams. Which of the following words does not belong due to meaning? Aqua, saxum, lac,
A2.
Soxum.
correct? Aqua, saxum, lac, oleum, vinum. Bonus 1. You can make a good comparison between this type of question and the New York Times minigame, Connections. What category do the rest of the words from the toss-up fit under? Aqua, lac, oleum, vinum.
Liquids.
Take liquids. Bonus 2. If the category to tie the following words together were verbs to describe fire, what is a Latin word you could add to go with ardeo, caleo, and uro?
Incendio.
Sorry, the verb's incendo. So very close. 15 points on question 9. Toss-up 10 for all teams. Identify the use of the ablative case in the following Latin sentence. Caesare interfecto.
A2.
Ablative absolute.
Correct. Senatus in tumultum litico. Bonus 1. Identify the use of the ablative case in the following sentence. Senatores rem magna cum cura agere temptaverunt.
May you repeat?
Identify the use of the ablative case in the following sentence. Senatores rem magna cum cura agere temptaverunt.
Ablative of manner.
Correct. B2. Identify the use of the ablative case in the following sentence. Calpurnia dolore lacrimare coipit.
Did you read the Latin?
Calpurnia dolore lacrimare coipit.
Time.
Answer, please.
Ablative of manner.
I can take manner, though a cause might make a little more sense, because of her grief, but grief is also okay. All right, that's 20 points on question 10. Let's get a score sheet.
After 10, halfway point, we have Team A, Tennessee with 125 points, Team B, Texas Gold with 50 points, Team C, Hawaii, yet to score.
Great work, everyone. Everyone in the audience. Good. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Toss-up 11. Which aunt of Actaeon and Pentheus?
A2.
I know.
Incorrect.
B1.
Semele is correct. Which aunt of Actaeon and Pentheus, misled by a goddess disguised as her nurse, demanded that her lover Zeus appear to her as he routinely appeared to his own wife, which led to her incineration and the strange birth of the god Nessus? Bonus 1. Which of her sisters was the mother of Pentheus?
Agave.
That is correct. And B2. Which of her sisters was the mother of Actaeon?
Antinoi.
Antinoi is correct. 4 sisters. It's always a risk. 20 points on toss-up 11. Toss-up 12 for all teams. Using the noun luna and the adjective tertius, say in Latin on the third moon.
B2.
Luna. Tertio.
All correct.
A2.
Latertia is correct. Bonus 1. Using the Latin noun stella and the adjective ambo, translate the prepositional phrase from both stars into Latin.
Read the question.
Using the Latin noun stella and the adjective ambo, translate the prepositional phrase from both stars into Latin. Answer, please.
Ex bonus stellis.
I need ex ambabus stellis. Feminine. All right. And bonus 2. Using the noun nubes and the adjective parvus, translate the prepositional phrase through a small cloud into Latin.
Per parvam nubem.
That's correct. 15 points on question 12. Toss-up 13 for all teams. Which of the following ancient locations lay farthest north? Tarentum, Beneventum, Agrigentum, Mediolanum.
A3.
Mediolanum is correct. B1. Which of the following ancient locations lay farthest south? Ravenna, Capua, Tibur, Ticinus River.
Capua.
Capua is correct. B2. Which of the following ancient locations lay farthest west? Drepana, Olisipo, Lutetia, Gades. Olisipo is correct. That is 20 points on question 15. Toss-up 14 for all teams. The 45th anniversary of Kylie Minogue's career was marked with the release of her album Tension last year.
A2.
Teneo to hold.
Incorrect.
No one else? Clear?
The 45th anniversary of Kylie Minogue's career was marked by the release of her album Tension last year. From what Latin verb with what meaning is tension derived? The 45th anniversary of Kylie Minogue's career was marked with the release of her album Tension last year. From what Latin verb with what meaning is tension derived?
B4.
Tendo. To bend.
Not correct. I just saw a buzz from C.
Nope.
C.
C1.
That's not correct. Tendo means to stretch. We're gonna check. We're gonna look at Ben. Why don't
The dictionary is in there if you
I'm
needed
gonna
it.
read the Boni to Team B just in case. I'm not sure if we'll take Ben, but better than having to call you back for some extra questions. So, plus are kind of fun. Bonus 1. Beyonce marked 34 years of her career with the release of Cowboy Carter earlier this year. The title of a track, Protector, is derived from what Latin verb with what meaning?
Protect us, like, protect us.
Time. What? Answer, please. So this is from tego or protego to cover. And B2. At present, the worm in everybody's ear is Sabrina Carpenter's espresso. From what Latin verb with what meaning is espresso derived?
It's from. What did you get?
She said essay. What is it? To be, yeah, it's just student essay to be.
Answer. Oh, no.
No, it's not.
Okay, time
Okay,
now.
answer please.
Essay to be.
Good guess. This is from premo or ex primo, which is to press. Express. All right, so that's we have looked into Ben, and so with our tripartite moderatorial authority, you're going to take it. So that is 10 points on question 14
For the
B team.
Got it. Take care of that.
And we have another. All right, toss-up 15. All right, toss-up 15 for all teams. In Book 21 of Homer's Iliad, which god, sent by Hera, saves Achilles from the enraged
A2.
Hephaestus.
is correct. Enraged Scamander with great blasts of flame. Bonus 1. What was the name of the gods used for the river Scamander?
May you repeat?
What was the name the gods used for the river Scamander? Answer.
Xanthus.
Xanthus is correct. Bonus 2. In the subsequent fight between the gods, which Olympian declines to fight Leto, learning from Hera's treatment of Artemis that Zeus's consort seemed to pack a punch?
Hermes.
Hermes is correct. 20 points on question 15. Let's get a score check.
Shall have a score check. Need a better pen. All right. After 3/4 and 15 toss-ups, we have Team A, Tennessee, with 180 points. Team B, Texas Gold, with 80 points. Team C, Hawaii, still waiting for their moment.
Quick in and out. Anyone leaving? Alrighty. Coming in. Please get yourself settled quick. Leave the first row and when you're ready. Alrighty. Toss up 16. A Roman altar from the 1st century AD bears the inscription T.I. Claudius Felix. What is the praenomen of the individual named?
C1.
Tiberius is correct. And you have earned yourself the visual question.
Those guests.
C. You now have 5 seconds to inspect the visual, which bears the full inscription from the altar. Bonus 1. What is the relationship among the 3 people named on the altar? I do need you to be a little more specific. Is that fraternal relationship? I can't take that. We have a father, mother, and their child. Their son. All right. Bonus 2. According to the inscription, to whom is this monument dedicated? All right, any answers, you two?
Claudius.
Good guess. You'll see Soli Sanctissimo is dedicated to the sun. All right, that is 10 points on our visual question. Claudius. Ooh. Ah. Good odds. Would you like to leave them the visuals?
If you want to, I'm keeping mine.
Spoils them all. All right. Toss up 17 for all teams. When a student successfully completes medical school and receives their degree, they are officially able to claim the title M.D.
A2.
Medicus Doctor. Doctor of Medicine.
Incorrect.
No one else clear?
When a student successfully completes
C1.
That's incorrect. All right. When a student
No one else clear?
When a student successfully completes medical school and receives their degree, they are officially able to claim the title M.D. For what Latin phrase with what English meaning does M.D. stand?
B3.
You're really close. So it does mean doctor of medicine, so we need medicinae doctor. So genitive of medicine, medicina. So very close, nice shots on all teams. No points on question 17. Toss up 18. Given the strict rules of Greek hospitality, who was sent with a sealed letter written by
B1.
correct by King Proetus to the court of Iobates, a letter that instructed Iobates to kill its bearer? Bonus 1. What personal stake did King Iobates have in the alleged crime committed by Bellerophon at the court of King Proetus?
What did Bellerophon do?
That's
Is that
It's-
killed
it was
maybe
relating to the guy.
somebody relating? You could say that and give one. Do you know if it was like a daughter or son?
Answer, please.
He killed somebody related to Iobates.
You're on the right track, but he allegedly violated Antea, who was the daughter of Iobates and the husband, or wife of King Proetus. All right, bonus 2. Which daughter of Iobates did Bellerophon eventually marry?
I knew he was gonna ask the question.
Just think about it.
He eventually married her.
All right, John.
Answer, please.
Eurydice.
That's not all the names I have. I had Philonoe, Cassandra, or Anticlea. Not Cassandra can have one. That's really exciting. All right. So that is 10 points on question 18. Toss up 19 for all teams. After what disastrous defeat were the armies of Titus Veturius Calvinus and Spurius
B4.
Call 9 Forks.
That's correct. Postumius Albinus forced to pass under the yoke in 321 BC. And bonus 1. What Samnite commander defeated the Romans at this battle?
Okay, I would defer to you, but I'm 99% sure it's Gavius Pontius. Is it
That
Pontius
sounds
or
right.
Pontius?
We had it at a.
Do you think it's Gavius Pontius or Pontius? I think it's Pontius.
Just go with your gut.
Answer, please.
Gavius Pontius.
Gavius Pontius is correct. Good Nomen radar. Usually have that. All right, bonus 2. Due to a dispute about Sabine tribes and an appeal for Roman help, what city near Pompeii served as the casus belli for the Second Samnite War?
Okay, so the second Samnite War is about Naples, Neapolis. Neapolis.
I defer to before.
Neapolis.
Neapolis or Naples is correct. All right, let's get that's 20 points. Let's get score check.
Score check on the last question coming up. We have Team A, Tennessee, with 180 points. Team B is Texas Gold with 110 points. And Team C, Hawaii, has 10 points.
Great work, everyone. All right, real quick, we're getting into our last question. All right. If you can remain seated, one question. Toss up 20 for all teams. De scribamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hac sententia. Pater filiis filiabusque cibum parabat. Quo casu est cibum?
A2.
Accusativo.
Accusativo is correct. Bonus 1. Quo casu est filiis in illa sententia?
May you repeat?
Quo casu est filiis in illa sententia? Pater filiis filiabusque cibum parabat.
Dativo.
Dativo is correct. A2. Quo casu est pater?
Nominativo.
Dativo is correct. And if I'm ever reading not what you wanted, feel free to interrupt and say, oh, I meant the sentence. Okay. All right, that's 20 points on question 20.
All right, and our final score is Team A, Tennessee, with 200 points. Team B, Texas Gold, with 110 points. And Team C, Hawaii, with 10 points. Nice job.
Great work, everyone. Good luck in round 3. Also, audience, please stay quiet for the duration. There'll be brief chances to cheer at the score checks, and if you have to leave early, but otherwise, please keep it to those times so our players and myself are not distracted. All right, let's go through the Aurelia passage to get a sense of how I pronounce Latin. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua callida ingenti et equo, tre decum ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabat. Tandem hic equus iratissimus domum recurrere coepit. Aurelia Anglica dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period, CIT period means? Any questions? Would one of you mind collecting the Aurelius while I keep going? Yeah, thank you. All right, yes.
Would you mind like differentiating between like pink and
Hick, heat.
okay?
Any other questions? All pronounced and aureliated up. All right. As always, please do not do anything that could be construed as consultation. Remember, toss-up questions are between you and me, not any of your teammates. So no whispering, nudging, looking, even kind of lazily turning your head. I just want to make sure there's no worries about any communication or distraction. That also goes from the audience. I know you know a lot of these questions. You're like mouthing it furiously or whispering it to your neighbors. Sometimes the sound travels, so try to hold it all deep inside today. And if you see something fishy, please don't stand up in the middle of my reading and say, "Egad, consultation." You are welcome to bring any concerns to me, but please, politely, respectfully, between questions throughout score checks, that will be the proper time, and we'll be happy to investigate. Also, remember that I have my moderatorial discretion to make the best rulings as I see during the round. If you have any broader concerns, please bring them to me or the Katana chair at the conclusion of the round. We'll be happy to address them. Could I quickly have captains identify themselves? So I have A4, B2, and C3. All right, any other questions before we get started? And I do not think I have the go-ahead yet. Still waiting for a couple teams to assemble. So while we're doing that, has anyone been to any exciting colloquia yet?
Yes. We went
Yes.
to
Caesar. I was so jealous. I walked by the room once and it's like isopropyl alcohol and parts of a rat diagram.
Yeah.
Well, what were our takeaways?
My favorite slide was she told us the steps to that like doing a taxidermy, and on step 2, which was peeling the skin away, the title of the slide was "May I Take Your Suit Now?"
Delightfully morbid, like
Yes.
many of the things we seem to enjoy.
Yes.
I haven't been to one, but the Iron Chef one was done back in North Carolina as well, and it's a really fun one. We got to eat food.
Anything with food, honestly.
He did it. The teacher did it last year, and they had to after the first time it was done, they had to talk to the fellowship, and they're like, "You guys can't go to that because you guys get to have it at states. You guys can't do that because you're taking spots up for other people."
Well, it's very generous of spirit, though, you know. Every chef for themselves. That's pretty fun. Does anyone, has the Agora happened yet? Has anyone found any cool swag? Oh, that's a very dangerous rifle. Especially holding the business.
There's someone at the door.
If you come in, you can just get yourself seated and do that quick. Sorry, I left my hand.
I did that to her.
Almost ready. Now we're getting dangerously close to my stand-up routine. No one wants to.
Let me know if you want me to pause the video for that.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away for free. Right?
Yes, you can all wave and say hi.
Is that making our folks back home?
I can't tell who's watching, but I'm actually going to adjust this a little bit because you're
Can I send my friends the link to this live stream right quick?
I did that.
Like, you know, not just like if you get a question wrong.
That's the point.
The entire
They seemed excited because I was doing something no one really does. I was vlogging. Maybe I'm so unique that I was like, yeah, it wasn't great, but
You know,
5,000 days
between-
Never know.
The difference between 5,000
Has anyone ever, did anyone submit any graphic arts they're pretty excited about or seen any?
She made a Cerberus.
I made, I crocheted a big Cerberus.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you've never been to the graphic arts showcase, it is highly, highly recommended. You know, there will be a time later in the week where you can usually check out everyone else's art, and there are some just fantastic artists.
She made a huge family tree of the House of Perseus.
Have you already seen some of the art?
I haven't seen this year's, but I'm assuming the collective artistic quality of JCL has not deteriorated.
Yeah.
Just based on
I walked through and some of them looked pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's all.
I debated on taking a picture. I took a picture of a friend and I like edited Medusa hair onto him, and then I copied his face twice and made him 3-headed. And I debated on submitting that as digitally changed art. I didn't.
Sounds like you're creating.
We were helping to run some of the art on Monday, yesterday. Yeah, and there were some pretty ones.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember the first time I went to the showcase. I think when I was a JCL or I submitted a cartoon or something, it was just oh, this is why I've never placed. That's right. We all have different talents. Mine is, making people cry by denying Kratom challenge. What gets me up.
Oh no. At a state level one time, Mr. Swanger didn't take an answer from us because there was a diphthong in the word, and then he was like, actually, we have to discuss that. And someone else has said that thing the exact same way to him before, and he took the answer. So are you doing this just because we're your school and your team?
We have the highest standards for us closest to us.
Yeah. And then he immediately answered yes, just because you were my team.
It's called tough love.
That's why it's always best in a competition not to read for your own team or your own school. We try to avoid it.
He was a buzzer.
Oh, he's.
And then they asked him a question. He was like, I can't really decide this, but I would take it.
We have the go-ahead. So it's time let's center ourselves. Let's all take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Buzz furiously, get it out of our system. All right.
B2.
Yeah.
All right.
B2.
And now.
B2's
All right.
buzzing
Now
away.
Alrighty. Starting 2024 NJCL Certamen Advanced Division, Round 2. And that's toss-up number 1. Marveling at a certain sepulcher, you see the letters R period, I period, P period. For what 3 Latin words do these letters
B3. Requiescat in pacem.
not correct? See no buzzes, I'll repeat.
A2.
Requiescat in Parque.
In pace, I need the ablative in the abbreviation. For what 3 Latin words do these letters stand? Bonus 1 for 18. Responde Latine. Medicus tibi remedium aegritudini stat, et inscribit litteras B punctum, E punctum, D punctum. Quotiens remedium consumere Davis.
How often do you do that? So, are you able to repeat?
Responde Latine. Medicus tibi remedium aegritudini stat, et inscribit litteras B punctum, E punctum, D punctum. Quotiens remedium consumere Davis. And I need an answer.
Just put twice. Yeah, bees.
This is correct.
Yeah.
Bonus 2. Responde Latine. Advocatus te consulit de lite recenti, et dicit non vincere potes, et poenas dabis. Quid advocatus pro judice dicet?
Can you please repeat?
Responde Latine. Advocatus te consulit de lite recenti, et dicit non vincere potes, et poenas dabis. Quid advocatus pro judice dicet? Answer, please. Right, I need an answer.
Poenam non digit.
Sorry, I can't take that. This would be a situation to say nolo contendere. Can't win the case. I accept the penalty. All right, that is 15 points on question 1 for Team A. Toss-up number 2 for all teams. Objects like a rope, 3 coins, a little casket, and a pot of gold give modern titles to what
B3. Lotus.
Lotus is correct. What author's plays, which also include one named after a braggart soldier? Bonus 1 for Team B. What play of Plautus has a title translated literally meaning the ghost?
Could you repeat, please?
What play of Plautus has a title literally meaning the ghost? Answer please.
Julius Caesar.
This is the Mostillaria. Very funny, like most Plautus plays. I highly recommend you read some. Bonus 2. What play of Plautus has a title literally meaning the little satchel? Answer please.
Alularia.
That's the pot of gold. This is Widularia. All right, that is 10 points on question 2. Toss-up 3 for all teams. What meaning is communicated by the Latin adjectival suffix osus, which
B3. Full of.
correct, which is commonly attached to nouns. Bonus 1. What is communicated by the Latin suffix ensis?
Can you spell that?
Long E-N-S-I-S.
Could you repeat?
Long E-N-S-I-S. What is communicated by the Latin suffix ensis? And I need an answer.
You said you need an answer?
Can you defer time?
I'll just defer to him.
A noun for a period of time.
I can't say time. This is usually a spatial relationship, like belonging to a certain place. Bonus 2. What is communicated by the addition of the suffix edes to a name?
Okay, I'll defer.
Daughter.
Yeah, I can take daughter. It's generally a patronymic, so child of, son or daughter of someone, or some sort of descent. So that is 15 points on question 3 for Team B. Toss-up number 4 for all teams. Which of the following people was not transformed into an animal according to Ovid's Metamorphoses? Alcyone, Callisto, Actaeon, Philemon.
A3.
Philemon's correct. Bonus 1. Of the people listed in the toss-up, Alcyone, Callisto, Actaeon, and Philemon, which one was transformed into a type of bird?
Can you repeat the list?
Alcyone, Callisto, Actaeon, Philemon.
Alcyone.
Alcyone is correct. Bonus 2. Whom did Apollo transform into a cypress tree after he could not assuage his grief over killing a pet stag?
Can you repeat, please?
Whom did Apollo transform into a cypress tree after he could not assuage his grief over killing a pet stag?
Can you repeat
What was
the
that
list?
last word?
Alcyone, Callisto, Actaeon, Philemon.
The
Answer,
in the
please.
sentence, the last word.
This was actually not from Melissus, this was Cyparissus. Separate myth. All right, that is 15 points on question 4. Toss-up number 5 for all teams. Continuing the Severan dynasty's tradition of powerful empresses, what 2 women, the mother and grandmother of Alexander Severus, began his reign with a joint regency in 222 AD? Continuing the Severan dynasty's tradition of powerful empresses, what 2 women, the mother and
B1.
Julia Mamai and Julia Dama.
not correct.
A1.
Julia Misa and Julia Domina.
Incorrect. I'll finish for C team. Finish my repetition. Continuing the Severan dynasty's tradition of powerful empresses, what 2 women, the mother and grandmother of Alexander Severus, began his reign with a joint regency in 222 AD? I have read the question twice, so I am calling time. This is Julia Mamaya and Julia Misa. So we had all the right names, just not in the right order. All right, what are Julias in that family? Must have been a little strange. All right, toss-up number 5 for all teams. That was toss-up number 5. Let's score check.
After 5 questions, Team A, Tennessee Gold, has 30 points. Team B, North Carolina Gold, has 25 points. And Team C, New York, has yet to score.
And the hatch is sealed. All right, toss-up 6 for all teams. Who visited Anius, Acestes, Helenus, and Dido on his journey from...
B3.
Aeneas.
This is correct. Journey from Troy to Italy. Bonus 1. On what island did Aeneas meet Acestes and bury his father Anchises?
Come on. We read this.
Oh wait, no, that's wait.
Crete was one of the islands, if we don't know anything.
Crete.
I'm sorry, this is Trinacria, which is Sicily. Bonus 2. What prophecy, first given by Celaeno, did Helenus confirm for Aeneas when he visited him at Buthrotum?
You will eat your tables.
Deferred.
I mean, you will eat your tables.
Yeah, I'll take that. Keep wandering until you're so hungry you must eat your own table. That's pretty hungry. 15 points on to question 6. Toss-up 7. Give the number of elisions found in the following line of Catullus, which I will read as prose. Odi et amo, quare id faciam fortasse requiris. Give the number of elisions found in the following line of Catullus, which I will read as prose. Odi et amo, quare id faciam fortasse requiris.
B3.
2.
2 is correct. It's now time for the visual question. Alrighty. You now have 5 seconds to inspect the visual. Bonus 1. Here you see 6 lines from different poems of Catullus. Line A is written in dactylic hexameter. What is the scansion of the first 4 feet of line A?
Okay, so we know the first one.
Don't mark on it.
Don't mark on it, we can.
I don't think we can.
Okay. Can we mark
Oh,
on
mark
it?
on.
Oh, we can? Okay, sorry.
First line's always a dactyl, isn't it? I don't know.
You got this.
I got this? Okay.
You just get this. Oh, this. We haven't done poetry yet.
Alright, I need an answer.
Okay.
Deferred.
Spondy.
Correct. Alright. I wonder if you could just count syllables. Oh, that was me, right. Alright, oh no. There's a lot of combinations. Never mind. Bonus 2. Of the remaining lines, give the letter of the line written in hendecasyllabic.
11 syllables.
Yeah.
Everybody count syllables.
Are
you sure?
No, I'm not sure. I just think so.
Alright, I need an answer.
Are you sure?
F.
This is D. A couple sneaky elisions in there. Yes. That's hard to do in real
Enough
time.
time, yeah.
In 5
Alright.
seconds? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's a little bit of an experimental question type, but I think it's pretty cool having some like.
Is this a visual type of thing?
It's a visual,
Can we do
and
this,
this is your spoils of war. You may keep it.
Can we?
Do it,
Oh,
Sarah.
please show
Do
the
it.
audience. Sorry, I was
Oh,
being
yeah.
greedy. Ooh. Ah.
Do you want to show the audience at home?
All right. That is 15 points on question 7. Moving right along to another very exciting question. Toss-up 8. Listen carefully to the following passage about Certamen, which I will read twice. Then responde latine to the questions that follow. In eodem Certamen, quator discipuli bonum audiebant. Surgite omnes, salite in loco, et facite sonum asinorum. Cum certaminatores respondissent, et versus concedissent, moderator voltu severo retulit minime, audivi clarissime tres asinos unumque equo. I will repeat. Remember to responde Latino. In eodem certamine, quator discipuli bonum audievant, surgite omnis, salite in loco, et facite sonum asinorum. Cum certaminatores respondisent, et rursus concedisent, moderator voltu severo retulit minime, audivi clarissime tres asinos unumque equo. The question, qualis erat voltus moderatoris cum responderit?
B2.
3.
Incorrect. The question, qualis erat voltus moderatoris cum responderet?
A4.
The Cetus.
Correct. All right. I think I got interrupted. So the question, qualis erat voltus moderatoris cum responderet? I'm calling time. So we were saying, how was the face of the moderator? It was severus when they responded, for denying the response. Did anyone catch why they were wrong?
One made a sound of a horse.
There are 3 donkey sounds and 1 horse sound. Clearly not making donkey sounds. It's
Prepositions.
very stern moderator. All right. Hopefully not a relatable experience. Toss up 9. What short-tenured emperor married Nero's wife, Statilia Messalina, had previously married another wife of Nero, Poppaea Sabina, and succeeded Galba to the...
A1.
Otho's correct. Galba to the throne. E1. What brother of Vespasian had been made prefect of Rome by Otho and was responsible for besieging Vitellius in the capital?
Can you repeat it, please?
What brother of Vespasian had been made prefect of Rome by Otho and was responsible for besieging Vitellius in the capital? Answer, please.
Quietus.
Flavius Sabinus. And B2. What future emperor disguised himself as a priest of Isis and escaped Rome before Vespasian's troops could arrive to finally defeat Vitellius?
Defer to Joshua. Domitian.
Domitian's correct. 15 points on question 9. Toss-up number 10 for all teams. Give a Latin synonym for Carmen.
B3.
Answer, please.
Incantatem.
Incorrect.
A4.
Poema.
Poema is correct. Alright. Bonus 1. Give a Latin synonym for consuesco.
Do you know what that means? Can you repeat the word, please? Or can you spell it actually?
Consuesc long. Consuesco.
Clamo.
One more time.
Clamo.
Clamo, I'm sorry, that's not correct. This means to be accustomed. So soleo, or some similar words like asuesco or insuesco. Bonus 2. Give a Latin antonym for durus.
Hard, soft is what? Melio? No, it's... Maybe try cars. We can't think of any. Melis, right? Melis.
Can you spell that?
M-E-L-L-I-U-S.
I can't take that. You might have been thinking of molis, which means soft.
That's what I was
But yeah, stuff like lenis, levis. There are a lot of ways you could have taken it. But good shot. So that's 10 points on question 10.
After 10 questions, Team A, Tennessee Gold, has 55 points. Team B, North Carolina Gold, has 55 points. And Team C, New York, has yet to score.
NJCL.
Alrighty, halfway through the round, still 200 whopping points left. And remember, across the prelim rounds is all about your cumulative points, so rack up as many as you can. Toss up 11 for all teams. What author's phrase, in tenui labor, describes the toil of his poetry and of bees, which appear with Aristotle?
A1.
Virgil.
Virgil's correct. Appear with Aristotle
Good job.
in the 4th book of his didactic work on agriculture. B1. The 2 other main characters of Book 4 of the Georgics are what tragic couple?
Orpheus and Eurydice.
Orpheus and Eurydice is correct. And B2. Among the other events of the Georgics is what sort of occurrence at Noricum?
Can you read the question?
Among the other events of the Georgics is what sort of occurrence at Noricum? Time?
A drought.
I need a plague, an animal plague specifically. Bonus 2. Alright, that was bonus 2. Yeah, so that's 15 points on question 11. Toss up 12 for all teams. Say in Latin using curro, let's run to the forum today.
B3.
Curamus ad forum hodie.
Correct. Bonus 1 for team B. Say in Latin using resisto, let's always resist the enemies.
Could I please have the principal parts of resisto?
No, but I can spell the
Could you repeat it?
say in Latin using resisto, let's always resist the enemies.
It's always subjective. I guess it's resisto resistare.
Okay.
So she.
I need an answer.
Resist. Oh, sorry.
Deferring.
Yeah, that's right.
Resistemus in amigos.
Can't take that. So the form will be resistamus. It's a third conjugation, and I needed hostibus or inimicis and semper, which is an always in it. So you're on the right track. Bonus 2. Say in Latin using a common Latin idiom with facio, let's inform the queen immediately.
Start him.
Yeah.
So faciamus regina. Start him.
Yeah. Sounds right. I'm going to defer.
All right, answer please.
Faciamus reginam. Start him.
Is that your complete answer?
No.
Let's inform.
I need it for the rest of the
Let's inform the immediate.
Faciamus ad reginam. Start him.
All right, that's not correct. So the idiom is to make someone more certain, is to inform. So faciamus reginam certiorem. Stop. So you're on the right track. Good grammar, so that is 10 points on question 15 B. Toss up 13 for all teams. What Greek hero was claimed by multiple regions and given many possible fathers, such as Iasus and Scoinius? Nevertheless, most versions say that she was suckled.
A4.
Atalanta.
Atalanta is correct. Suckled by a she-bear at birth. B1. Into what animals were Atalanta and her lover Hippomenes transformed?
Lions.
Correct. B2. According to Ovid, what goddess transformed them out of anger that they made love in her temple?
What can you read the question?
According to Ovid, what goddess transformed them out of anger that they had made love in her temple?
Minerva.
And I need
Minerva.
Minerva. This is actually Cybele or the Magna Mater, or Cybele. All right, that is 15 points on 13. Toss up 14 for all teams. Accompanied by a mercenary army of 20,000 infantry, 2,000 archers, 500 slingers, 3,000 cavalry, and 20 war elephants, what king set sail for Italy in 280?
A1.
Pyrrhus.
This is correct, to ADBC, and fought the Romans in a war where he won several battles but endured heavy losses. Bonus 1. Under the command of Curius Dentatus, where did the Romans effectively end the war with Pyrrhus in 275 BC?
So it's Malawinto.
Yeah,
And then they changed it to
yeah.
Malawinto. I think it's Malawinto. Malawinto.
That's correct. Oh, dang it. Bonus 2. Following the Battle of Heraclea in 280 BC, Pyrrhus actually tried to march on Rome herself, but was stopped 40 miles away by Rome's Latin allies at what town?
Yes, I think it's Ascil.
Good guess, this is Praeneste. Alright, so that is 15 points on question 14. Three tricky bony answers. Alright, toss up 15 for all teams. For the verb patior, give the second person singular future indicative form, which means you will endure.
B3.
Answer, please.
Patieris.
Patieris is correct. Right. Just under the buzzer there. And now, keeping everything else the same, change patieris to the imperfect subjunctive form, which means you would be enduring.
Could you repeat the original question?
For the verb patior, give the second person singular future indicative form, which means you will endure. Answer, please.
Defer to me.
Defer to
Answer, please.
Pates.
I can't take pates, so this is patereris. So the implied infinitive patere with the. All right. Now give the imperative form of the same verb needed to tell one person endure.
This is draconian, so it's patiere.
Okay, I'm going to defer.
Patiere.
I can't take patiere, it's just patere. It's a third conjugation, so that would just be patere. All right, so that is 10 points on question 2. Let's get a score check entering the final quarter of the round.
After 15, Team A, Tennessee Gold, has 100 points. Team B, North Carolina Gold, has 75 points. And Team C, New York, has yet to score.
NJCL.
Great work, everyone, so far. Let's get through the last couple questions. Toss up 16 for all teams. First codified in law in 180 BC and further refined by 80 BC, what system required a candidate for office to do 10 years of military service?
B1.
Cursus honorum.
Correct. Before progressing through a specific order of Roman magistracies with set age requirements and gaps between terms. Bonus 1. What did it mean to get elected to a magistracy suo anno?
So there's consecutive, like, you can just try different.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
gonna.
what do you guys? What do you think?
I'm gonna defer.
Doing it immediate, like in your year, doing it immediately after the fact, like say you writer and then immediately into consul after the fact. Being elected in not any gap, not losing any elections.
You're on the right track, but that's not exactly what it means. It actually means getting it in the first year you're eligible. So let's say you had to be 30 to be praetor, when you turn 30, you get elected that year. All right, bonus 2. Although it was later renamed consul, what was the chief executive office originally called in the first years of the Republic?
And the censor was a separate thing. Yeah, censor was separate.
Non-rex. There you go.
Chief magistrate.
Answer, please.
Chief magistrate.
Good guess. They were actually called praetors originally, and then
Oh,
later
that sounds
kind of divided up the role. All right, that is 10 points on question 16. Toss up 17 for all teams. In the book of the Odyssey, known as the Nequia, where does Odysseus encounter Elpenor, Anticlea, and
A4.
The Odyssey, the Underworld.
I'll take that. Correct yourselves in time. So Elpenor, Antigone, and Teiresias, all of whom have already died. The underworld. Bonus 1. What request did Elpenor make when he saw Odysseus in the underworld?
Bury his body.
That's correct. Bonus 2. What shade refused to speak to Odysseus because of a disagreement they had had at Troy?
Can you repeat, please?
What shade refused to speak to Odysseus because of a disagreement they had had at Troy?
Ajax Telmo.
I'll take that. I could also take Big Ajax. Toss up, that's 20 points. Toss up 18 for all teams. According to its derivation, what is in the diet of nucivorous animals?
B3.
Nuts.
That's correct, which primarily eat nucase. Bonus 1. Worms and other bivalves are considered limivorous animals. According to its derivation, what do limivorous animals consume? Dirt.
Dirt, final answer.
Yeah, dirt or mud. And bonus 2. According to its derivation, what is a food source for maridivorous insects?
Could you spell maridivorous?
MERDIVOROUS.
What is a mardi? They're insects, so let's say babies. What's baby bugs called?
I need an answer.
Pupae. Larva.
Larva.
I think we're all going to learn a new Latin word today. This is poop. All right, that's 15 points on question 18. Toss up 19 for all teams. What goddess whose Sicilian spring festival frames the poem Perwigilium is invoked at the beginning of De Rerum Natura?
A2.
Venus?
Yes, as Aeneadum Genetrix, or mother of Aeneas' descendants. Bonus 1. Venus appears as a character in the tale of Cupid and Psyche that makes up most of books 4 to 6 of what work from the 2nd century AD? Answer, please.
Melanopus.
Can you say that a little louder?
Melanopus.
I don't know that one, but this is the Metamorphoses or Golden Ass of Apelles. And bonus 2. Venus also appears as a primary character in the 3rd book of what work, which Pliny said its author wrote with greater care than genius?
Yeah, because she comes in. We don't actually people. Let me be a better guess. Iliad.
This is the Punica of the much maligned Silius Italicus. So that is 10 points on question 19. Let's get our penultimate score check.
After 19 questions, Team A, Tennessee Gold, has 130 points. Team B, North Carolina Gold, has 100 points. And Team C, New York, has yet to score.
All right.
NJCL.
Woohoo! All right. So, the final toss-up. We all locked in? Let's go. Toss-up 20. What is the meaning of the motto of New York University?
A3.
Oh, sorry, that's time.
B3.
Higher.
That's not correct. I will finish the question for CT. What is the meaning of the motto of New York University? Per stare et praestare. What is the meaning of the motto of New York University? Per stare et praestare. I've read it twice.
C3.
Success.
It's a good shot, so this is to persevere and to excel. There's no points on question 20. We've all learned a lot today from this one. All right, let's get our final score check before I send you on your merry way.
After all 20 questions, Team A, Tennessee Gold, finished with 130 points. Team B, North Carolina Gold, finished with 100 points. And Team C, New York, did not score.
Great, thank you, everyone.
NJCL.
Good work. I'll see you all in round 3.